सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complete level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we have any importance and value for something, then there are no difficulties. And when we have no value and importance for something, there are only difficulties. For example, we have value and importance for money. See? And therefore there are no difficulties. We find out the ways, because we have value for that. See, this point Tulsidas Ji brings in his Ramcharitmanas, that like a greedy person, he is non-stop thinking only about money, money, money. No other thing. Exactly the same way, when we are able to focus our attention on something higher in life, then there will be minimum difficulties. See, like those students who are planning their career when they are in class 9 or 10, their approach to the study will be different. And those whose mind is, why study unnecessarily? What is after all? After all, it's money. So why not think directly doing business? See? So depending upon to what we give importance, our life becomes. So we go through our day-to-day life. We come across good and bad experiences, and then if we learn from that, we start growing wise. Then we want to live in this world in such a manner that we are not a problem for others and others are not taken as problem. Net result is we are at peace. And once we discover the taste of real peace, then that becomes the goal of our life. And therefore, it is said in our scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, that whatever we may be doing or not doing, our attention is only on bliss or happiness. And that is our nature. Yesterday I gave you an example. If we apply fire to the water in a pan, then water will become hot. That heat is acquired nature of the water. And if we withdraw the heat, the acquired nature is slowly dropped. And the water comes back to its natural status. Exactly the same way, we have acquired body identification, mind identification, and their absence. And therefore, with this body identification, what we are not, that we start thinking we are. Like the water is not hot, but because support of the fire, it has become hot. But after the fire is withdrawn, then it goes back to its state. Exactly the same way. When our body identification is dropped in two ways. One, through ignorance. We are tired, exhausted, frustrated, take drinks and drugs and everything, and finally the idea is drop body identification. Then where do we go? We come back to our natural state. Our natural state is bliss. And therefore, every one of us is seeking happiness in life. And therefore, it is for the highly evolved students. See, Bhagavad Gita is for all types of students. Those who are workaholics, for them, the karma marga is given. And such people do lot of things and remain frustrated. Then those who are too much body oriented, for them, yoga marga is given. So keep on doing the yoga, etc. And then those who are very emotional type of personalities, for them, the path of devotion is told. But everybody is not the same. So we have to find out where do we fit in. See friends, many a time the spiritual life is adopted by the people by looking at others. If the other person is going to, what do you call that? Guruvayurappa Mandir, I will also go. See? If somebody is going to Shirdi Sai Baba, I also want to go there. Somebody goes to Kailash Manas, I also go. So that is only struggle and attain nothing. Therefore, we have to find out where we fit in. And if we fit in this format, that now enough of this world. We have gone through all good and bad things in our life. Now we have come back to ourselves. Who is this one who is disturbed in this world? See? Then we come in the 15th chapter of Gita. And in the 15th chapter, who am I is ultimate explanation. 15th chapter is called as the Shastra. Shastra means wherein all aspect of spiritual life is indicated. All other chapters are not called Shastra. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanagam. Therefore, what is told in all scriptures, Vedas, is consolidated in Upanishads. And all that is said in the Upanishads is consolidated in Bhagavad Gita. As you all know, at the end of every chapter, what we have? The Sankalpa Vakya, ultimately, Om Tassat Iti Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu. So Bhagavad Gita is nothing but Upanishad. Upanishadsu. Now you can see the concentration. Vedas, 4 huge numbers of mantras. The essence of the Vedas is the Upanishad. Now, all the Upanishads, their essence is Bhagavad Gita. And essence of Bhagavad Gita is the 15th chapter. So it is a solid, concentrated affair. Then if we want to study and understand this, we have to be qualified. And what is the qualification? That we are able to absorb the knowledge at the time of listening itself. It's not afterwards. Then who will be able to do that? He whose mind is available to him or her whenever required, for whatever length of period required, the mind is fully available. In that mind, the knowledge will take place. So if we want to know who we are, the important thing is we must know that we have to be qualified. And that qualification is given right from the beginning, step by step. So finish your obligatory duties, enough of it. Now we withdraw. Before somebody has to tell go away, we should have the wisdom to withdraw. And thereafter, we are able to focus in whatever we do. Thereafter, we come to the life stories of great masters. I don't know whether you do it or not, but one of the spiritual practice is read or study the life stories of great masters. When we read study the stories of Bhagavan, what is great about it? He is Bhagavan. This particular point I tell you how I learned it from your children. In Mumbai, many years before, when I was new in the profession, so I was given an assignment. Go and talk to the children. So I went there. Garam Babaji, young Babaji, I went and sat in front of the kids. And I said, you know, there was a great child like you, Dhruva. And he could stand on one leg, hands up in the air, and he was chanting Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And as a result, Bhagavan Narayana came in front of him. One child, Bombay children, one child. Swamiji, yes. We can't stand on two legs properly. To stand on one leg, it's not our mind. Don't tell us that. Now they are not wrong. Tell something else. Okay. There was a great devotee of the Lord, Prahlad. When I started the story, one child said, Swamiji, I know the story. And his objection was, my dad is not like that, like Hiranyakashipu. My father loves me so much. So, Prahlad out. Then I thought, what to talk to these kids? Then I thought, do you know, when Bhagavan Krishna was not even 8-9 years, he lifted the mountain on his small finger. So they started laughing. Why are they laughing? Swamiji, when we lift the small finger, we go to Shushu. Now you can't challenge them. See? And then, if he has lifted the mountain on small finger, what is great? He is God. God can do anything. So I was completely clean bowled. Then I said, okay, then what should I tell you? They told me this. Swamiji, tell something what you have experienced. See, friends. And therefore, when we study and read the life stories of the great masters, they are also like you and me. They also have to go through all the political turmoils. They also have to go through the economic problems. They also have to go through the wars and everything. And yet they attain fulfillment in life. And therefore, one of the part of your spiritual life should be, we must read the life stories of great masters. It keeps us inspired in life. See? And therefore, when we study, whatever, we develop a faculty. And that faculty is, we are able to learn from whatever we experience in life. With this introduction, let us learn. What are the topics dealt with in our scriptures, Upanishads or Gita or Vedas? There are mainly 4 or 5 topics. What is this world? What is spiritual practice? Who is God? Who is the soul, the jiva? How to experience God's presence? What is our essential nature? And what is the ultimate fulfillment in life? These are the topics dealt with. Now, in this, be very attentive. Every topic is brought back to know who am I. See? Now, this I learned from one of my business friend in South Africa. He is having his nice shop, health shop. So once we went to some big mall And he was showing me the various things. So I saw those things and I said, hey, it is so nice. How much it costs and all that? So he told me, Swamiji, should we buy for you? I said, no, I am just asking. Then he told me, Swamiji, when average people come in the market, they start buying something and utilizing it. Bhoga Kriya. They want to enjoy that. But when I come to market, my idea is, if I take this product, what percentage of benefit I will get? See? So those who are Bhoga Pradhan, they have got a different approach. And those who are business minded, wherever they will go, see, one business minded Babaji, I tell you. One old man, he is no more now, he came to meet me somewhere. And I have forgotten him, but he recognized me. He said, do you know, when you were small, hardly 10 years, 11 years, that time you came to our house and all that. I said, okay, thank you. No, I have come to invite you. For what? Now you come with me, don't say no. So I went with you. And to a long distance, we traveled for a day or two. And on the roadside, there was a kind of a curve, turning and slope, upward slope. Next to that, there was a Hanumanji Mandir temple. And he took me there. And he said, Swamiji, I want you to sit in this gaddi. You become the Mahamandaleshwar of this temple. I said, on the bed, I only sleep, I don't sit. See? No. This such a beautiful thing is developed. It is just lying like that. Somebody should utilize it. Now you have nothing with you, no ashram, no nothing. Why don't you come and sit here? We will do all the function and we will put some thing on your head and have nice puja pothi, and then we will be declaring you a Shri 1008 Mahamandaleshwar Maharaj. Then people will start coming and your life will be comfortably lived. See? आए थे हरि भजन को ओटन लगे कपास. The mind is so terrible, my friends. And therefore, the teacher tells us, what is this world? So in this world, there are many things, good and bad, success and failure. And therefore we are told that this world is supported by the substratum which is supporting the 7 world upwards and 7 world downwards. Those who are in the karma marga, they know there are 14 worlds. Bhurvo swaha mahajanaha tapaha satyam. Then atala vitala sutala tala tala rasatala patala mahatala. And these 14 worlds, all the jivas go according to their karma. Right from childhood we are told that. It goes in our head. And then all the time, this becomes the mainstay of our thinking. Why I am miserable? Because in the last life I must have done this. Friends, this is the first error we have to correct. See? Don't take this world as real. See? How? Anything which is experienced under n number of conditions, and if those n number of conditions are not fulfilled, that thing cannot be experienced, is called illusion. Mirage waters appear under n number of conditions. If those conditions are not fulfilled, mirage water cannot be seen. If somebody says that I was coming, it was evening and the sun was almost down and it was little darkness, but on the way I saw huge mirage waters. Is it not a bluff? Mirage waters cannot be seen in the evening. It's only it is the noon when the sun rays fall perpendicular on the earth, then only it is seen. See. Now, if this example is clear, what will be our interaction with the mirage water after knowing? We know, therefore we never think of harvesting the mirage waters, trying to establish the potability of the mirage waters. No, because we know it is an illusion. It appears but doesn't exist. But for the deer or the animals start thinking it is real and they run after that and they die. Exactly the same way. This waking world that we are in, this is valid only when we are identified with the body. Therefore, this principle I have told you a number of times. Every morning when you get up, don't suddenly go for anything, just lie down another 5 minutes and think where I was, when I was, and what I was. So in deep sleep, we are nowhere. In deep sleep, we are no time. And in deep sleep, we are nobody. But we continue to exist. Then again, when the body identification happens, meaning what? Time, space and object. These three parameters are superimposed on us. Then I am born such and such a time. This is my shape and size space. This is somebody I am. Whole world comes into existence. And this world, we go through good and bad experiences and get tired. What we do? Go to sleep. The moment we go to sleep, this world disappears. Therefore, this world which we see to be solid reality, Bhagavan says, Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate, nanto na chadi nara sampradishta. See, this world doesn't exist. It has no beginning. It appears and disappears. See, my friends, since when the sunrise and sunset is happening? First question is there a sunset and sunrise? Sun never sets and rises. It is the movement of the earth which is superimposed on the sun. And then we say, but that becomes so real, then you should get up in the morning in the Brahma Muhurta, in the evening we should do this puja, and that becomes the mainstay of our life. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate. This world has neither the beginning, nor the middle, nor the end. Now, next important principle. That which is an illusion, what we have to do with that? Only recognize illusion as an illusion, that's it. You cannot stop mirage waters appearing. You cannot stop reflection appearing in the mirror. You cannot stop body identification. It will happen. Then, do we take it real? And therefore Bhagavan says, Narupamasseha tathopalabhyate nantorna chadi nara sampradishta. It has neither the beginning, nor the middle, nor the end. Then, asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So only come to recognize illusion as an illusion and go beyond the illusion. See, friends, therefore all those who have come to save this world, they were all shaved off. You cannot improve this world because it is not there. Then how to live? Karnataka. Whatever we are supposed to do, continue doing it. We don't have to change anything. But don't have those false hopes that if I do this thing, this will happen, and it will never happen. Therefore, all those who have come to save this world, they were shaved off. The world is as it is. See? Bhagwan Ram came, the whole Ramayana in Treta Yuga, he has gone. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Then Bhagwan Krishna came in Dwapar Yuga. He has also gone. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? See friends, and therefore we hear in our scriptures Rama Leela and Krishna Leela. Leela means everything appears to be happening, but nothing is happening. In the same manner, we all have to play our Leelas. If we are in front of the Father, play Putra Leela. If you are in front of your wife, play Pati Leela. If you are in front of your children, play Pita Leela. But don't forget it is Leela. Don't get entangled too much. Slowly, you will be doing your job perfectly well, but you will not get entangled and influenced by anything or anybody. Life will be discovering fulfillment. Therefore, Narupamasya tathopalabhyate. Don't get carried away. This world was born 432,000 years before. Then the Kali Yuga came. Oh. See, the scientists, they say, Earth was created in a black hole 783 trillion years before. Now tell me, one day we understand, 1 year we understand, 10 years we understand, 100 years we understand, 1,000 years we understand, 5,000 years, then 20,000 years, 100,000 years. As the figures start expanding, our mind becomes paralyzed. Mind has got a limitation. See, friends. Therefore, live in this world with this clear understanding. Then we have nothing to do good to somebody or bad to somebody. This world has been always like this thing. So whatever is our role in the life, play the role and relax. Relaxation is most important. See? This is what the world is. Narupamasya tathopalabhyate nanto nachadi narasampradishta ashvattamenam suvirudha moolam asanga shastrena drudena chitva. So asanga shastrena, non-attachment. What is non-attachment? Attachment is an illusion. See? Are we attached to anything? Including our own body? When we go to sleep, what is sleep? We are detached from body identification. Childhood body, we have given up. Teenage body. That we have given up. Middle-aged body. That we have given up. Old-age body. Stop there. No. That also you have to give up. See, friends, the day we recognize this, that all the problems of this illusion taking the stage of reality. Therefore, asanga shastrena drudena chitva, attachment is not the reality, it is an illusion. See? Now, further, if you think, are we really attached to these worldly objects? See? Is the vision attached to any color and form? No. It shows every color and form, that's it. Is the nose attached to any particular smell? No. All smells are illuminated. The ears, are they attached to any particular sound? No. Everything it hears. In short, the knowledge illuminates everything but doesn't get influenced by anything. That is our essential nature. And for that we told you our Mahamantra, Dekho suno, mat bolo. No comments, no nothing. Because what is world? World is only two things. Name and form. Nam Rupatmak Jagat. See, when you fill in the forms, what is the thing we write? What is your name? And what is your form, your DOB, your size, height and weight and everything. Name and form. Name and form is the world. Now, next step. Forms are objective and name is subjective. This phone doesn't know its name is Samsung. I know. So where is the phone? Phone is not only outside, is inside also. See, once I was going to Badrinath with a group of students from Delhi, all college students, 11, 12 standard, maybe about 22, 23, because the small buses, 28 students are taken. I normally sit on the back seat, last seat, so that there is no fighting to sit near the window. So when I was sitting, one girl came. Swamiji, may I sit next to you? I said, sit, but don't sit on my head. Okay. Tell me something. I said, for protecting myself from questions, I came and sat behind. Tell me something. I said, I will not tell you. We'll play some game. We'll play game. Then I told her, I said, now, who is that boy? What is his name? Swamiji, his name is Ashok. I said, very good. Now, see, the game we are playing. I will call that name Ashok loudly, and then in your ear I will talk something, as if I won't talk anything. And after some time, when I just move my lips, then you start laughing like mad and run to other seat. Then I say, see what happens. So we did that. Then Ashok was loudly said, and afterwards, and that girl started laughing. So she went away. He went to that girl. What did Swamiji tell you? Nothing, he told me. But why were you laughing? I said, I have to take your permission to laugh or what? I am laughing. Swamiji must have told you something. No, he didn't say anything. Then he came to me. Swamiji, what did you tell her? I said, no, I didn't tell anything. But then why she was laughing? I said, you ask her. So he was shunting. Now what we have to learn? Ashok is the name for him. Ashok is an object for me. So where is the world? World is not only outside, world is also inside. Outside world enters our mind through names. See, friends. And where are the names? Names are in the mind. See? And this mind is carrying the burdens of all these things. And we give it a status of reality. See, my friends, slowly, slowly, we recognize that these all things appear but do not exist. After this is done, then we come to the second state. We have to discover ourselves. We are caught up in 5 places. First is body identification, nirmana moha. We have measured ourselves. Manam is measurement. Like 5 kilometers, it is not an object. 5 kilometers is a measurement of space. 2 kilos, it is not an object. The weight of some fruits, etc. See? Therefore, nirmana moha, we have measured ourselves. I was born on this date, before that I was not there, so now I am so many years. Then this is my shape, size and all that. So for the first step of spiritual practice is start playing, don't do, start playing. Every day, 5 minutes. What it is like being other than the body. This is what we do in deep sleep. extend that deep sleep experience in the waking. What it is like being other than body. So what is body? Body is shape, size, weight. So other than body means what? Now, what it is like being formless, no shape. So what we are doing, our mind is given an object of freedom from shape or the forms. Be attentive. Mind cannot survive without names and forms. Then the mind dissolves. Where will be the ice dissolve? In the water. The mind also dissolves in consciousness. This is what we are. Nirmanamo. Jitasanga dosha. See? The company influences us a lot. Therefore, let us protect ourselves from wrong companies. See, friends. Jitasanga dosha. And it can be achieved by one simple rule. We are not obliged to please everybody in this world. Many a times, under the false obligations, we destroy our time and energy. See? And in that what we do, we try to prove how I am right and you are wrong. No. Therefore, these duragraha, obsessions, should be dropped from our mind. See? Like, we are vegetarian. So, very good, continue. But because we are vegetarians and therefore we start condemning and talking ill about those who are non-vegetarians, we are not walking spiritual path. Let them eat anything, doesn't matter. As long as they don't eat our finger, it's okay. See, friends. But we unnecessarily get involved. Why they are eating dead bodies? See? We have no business. We are not for that here. Jitasanga dosha. Therefore, do not have any brand on you. See? This branding creates the problems in life. Then, Adhyatma Nitya, the third way to discover the self. Adhyatma Nitya, two things. Every day, without fail, we must listen satsanga morning and evening at least 1 hour. If you are going for a walk, put the headphones on you, have whatever satsang you are listening, listen every day. What you heard in the morning, hear in the evening also. Slowly, those points which we have missed, we get them. See, friends, one person asked me this question, Swamiji, I have been hearing you, listening you for so many years. I have seen the Bhagavad Gita chapter is the same. You are the same. But every time I hear different meaning from that. Why this happens? I said, because depending upon the audience, the thoughts come. See? I'll tell you about this. In Goa, they have invited me for giving talk. I said, look here, I cannot come to the school and all that. I am not well. So other than my regular lectures, I will not go. No, Swamiji, we have promised them. You don't say now, this will not be good. We have to live in this town and all that. So we have to go. Then I said, okay, keep only one class. 9, 8, 10, 5, any one class. Don't make a heterogeneous group. Okay, Swamiji. They say, okay, but do whatever they have to do. So it was a morning prayer time. And about maybe 800 or 1000 students sitting on the ground. And I was given a sofa set. And on the left side, small kids, KG1, KG2, maybe up to the class 3 or 2. Next, middle group, all the children belonging to up to the 8th or 9th standard. And the last one, 11, 12. Heterogeneous. So when I was looking at them, now what will I talk to them? So when I look at the small kids, what will you talk to them? Then I look in the center, there was. And the elder student, when I look them, now can you talk to such a group? What will you talk? Then I thought the best way is, let us play some game. For game, everything is okay. Everybody is included. So everybody was happy. Yes. I said, now I will ask you a question and you have to reply that, okay? Yes. So everybody is included in the game. Age factor is not there. Then I said, who wants happiness? Raise your hand. So all the kids raised their hands. Some of them 2, maximum. I said, very good, put down your hands. Then second question, who doesn't want happiness? There were 2 children. There was one boy from class 3 or 4 and one girl from class 8 or 9. I said, yes, you please come. So I called them on stage, made them sit next to me. They were shaking. I think we have done some mistake. Swamiji has called us and we have done something wrong. And they were so shivering. I said, relax. I said, our game is not over. Then I said, who wants food? Then I replied, those who are hungry, is it not? Yes, Swamiji. Very good. Who wants water? Those who are thirsty, is it not? Yes, Swamiji. Those who want happiness, they are miserable. Is it not? Yes, Swamiji. And those who do not want happiness because they are already happy. Adhyatma Nitya. Don't justify you are miserable. Pretend you are happy. Pretend. Even if you are not. Slowly, that will become our second nature. Like, some people, you ask them, Babaji, how are you? Jinda hai. Maro na. That becomes their second nature. Insist that everything is fine, everything is good. Again and again. This is how we have to train our mind. Adhyatma Nitya. So 2 things. One is regular satsanga. And the second thing is remain ever cheerful and happy. Don't justify you are disturbed. Don't justify you are miserable. So important it is. And while functioning in this world, remember one important thing. Don't create friends and enemies in life. Be friendly with everybody. Don't have a brand on you. Be a generic product. पानी तेरा रंग कैसा जिसमें मिलाया वैसा. Be homely with everyone. See? Otherwise, we will be lost in small cocoons. Kupamanduka vritti, Adhyatma Nitya. Then, Vinivritta Kama. If we want to discover ourselves, what is the spiritual practice? Vinivritta Kama. Fulfillment of desires is samsara. Desires can never be fulfilled. See, If somebody is on the deathbed and doctor told, now everything is over, you can prepare the things, okay? And then you go and ask that fellow who is on the deathbed, Babaji, doctor has told everything. Now, he said, whatever is your Dadaji's desire, fulfill that desire. So before death, at least the desire is fulfilled. Everybody says like that. So the children go and say, Babaji, this is what doctor told. Now we want to fulfill what your desire you are left with. Beta, last 6 months, they did not allow me to eat anything. Because of this, because of that. Now if I am doing, at least fulfill my desire. What is the desire? I want to have a chicken soup. Oh. Last thought, chicken. Next birth, yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tejatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya tad bhavamashritaha. Whatever is the last thought, that is the blueprint we give to God. This is my requirement. So, what God, oh, murgi. See, friends, therefore, vinivruddha kama, living at zero desire is God realization. Yada sarve pramuchyante kama yasya hridishritaha athamartyaha amrito bhavati atra brahma samashnute. When we reach a state of zero desire, how to live that? Jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Oh Lord, thy will be done. In other words, let us give ourselves zero choice. Giving zero choice means living at zero complaint level. No complaints. Vinivritta kama, then dvandvair vimuktaha. Now this is simple thing. We don't have to do anything, only understand. Vinivritta dvandvair vimukta means what? First, know. Everything in this world is existing in complementary opposites. Everything. Whatever you may take. See? Joy, sorrows. Sin, merit. Health, disease. Birth, death. Rich, poor. Everything. Nothing in this world is singular except Paramatma. If this is how the world is, what is the option? Accept and don't react. Are we not doing it? When it is day, followed by night, again followed by day, do we fight with day and night? We accept them and then adjust ourselves. How to deal with the day and the night? Exactly the same way. Dvandvair vimuktaha. Accept these are the essentials of life. थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. But if we imagine there should be only good, there should be only health, where the doctors will go? See, friends, dvandvair vimuktaha, which are danda sukha dukkha sajnaihi, like joy, sorrows, etc. Now, how to get out of joy and sorrows? This principle I have told number of times. Catch it and practice, see what difference it makes. Experiencing the miseries is one. But to become miserable is second. See? Earlier, before 9/11, even up to last few years, in every country, here also UK, USA, when you are entering that country, they used to give an immigration form to be filled in. And there used to be very dumb questions on that. And you had to reply them yes and no. So, are you a member of terrorist organization? Yes and no. Are you carrying deadly weapons on your person? Yes and no. are you a drug trafficker? Yes and no. You are given a choice. They are not telling you are that. You declare. You say what you are. Exactly the same way. When we were entering this world, Narayana said, Anityam asukham lokam imam prapya. You are entering the temporary, miserable world. Now the question is, do you want to become miserable? Choice is given. Those who tick mark yes, tathastu. You decide. Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanyayi. Nobody can make us miserable unless we cooperate with the miseries. Make the miseries miserable. You have learned everything in spiritual life. And you know those people who become miserable, who are they? They are very strong ego. And what is the strong ego? They want constant attention. See? Now those who have got dogs in their house, they know when you go, their dogs are trained. When this fellow comes, climb on his body and fulfill one's organic salt requirement. Swamiji, you don't understand. It is love. See? One day you come home. Whole day was a total failure. Frustrated, angry. In that mode you get into the house. And the dog didn't know this. So his default settings. He will come and you throw him away. Now he doesn't become angry. He goes below the sofa. He knows. Now the water will be opened and the drum will be filled in. And after that is done, then the liquid spirituality starts getting activated. And thereafter, see, Tommy, where are you? Then the Tommy comes out. Try to do this with human beings. See, friends, dog lovers are hungry of love. See, they can't love human beings. Because dog love is what? Your option. जब मूड है तब लव किया, नहीं तुम्हारा. Try to do with human beings. See, friends, therefore, we have to clearly understand Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanyayi. We have become miserable because we have chosen to be. If you choose to be happy, even God cannot make you miserable. Choice is ours. Now tell me, what a great freedom God has given us. This freedom is not given to animals. Fish has no freedom to come and climb on the tree. See, we have every freedom. And in that freedom, this is one freedom. Refuse to be miserable. Miseries come, go through. And how can we become not miserable? By wisdom. And what is the wisdom? Who is in this world who doesn't have miseries? If you study the life of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the amount of miseries that he has gone through, we cannot even compare all the miseries of the whole world put together with his miseries. Right from birth onwards, everybody was bent upon killing him. To the extent, at the end of his life, there also his own children, they were abusing him. They were ultimately made to fight and finish. You can imagine when a father has to arrange to kill his own children, what a pain it must be. Yet, do we see anywhere Bhagavan Krishna crying? No. Life is like a cup of tea. Depends on how you make it. Dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sanyayi. And therefore, three principles I'll tell you. I told you in the beginning probably. When you are extremely happy, don't promise anything to anybody. You will regret afterwards. When you are angry, do not discuss anything with anybody. And third, see, when you are confused, don't make decisions. See? When these things are done, dvandva vimukta sukha dukkha sanjaihi gachanti amudhaha. Such amudha, such wise people, they alone discover who am I. They alone discover their real nature. See? And this all things I had told you in one simple word. Whenever you are sitting for your prayers or meditation or puja, that time follow this principle strictly 100%. At this moment, for example, if you are doing meditation, follow this strictly. At this moment, I am nobody. Slowly try to live as nobody. Suppose you are sitting for your meditation for half an hour. Now try what it is like being nobody. One day it will click that thoughts come only to somebody. Nobody has no thoughts. When I sit for meditation as a husband, who will be my Anishta Devata? Belan Devi. See? Therefore, don't become anybody. Being is happiness. Becoming is misery. Being is man. Becoming is husband. See? Man can become husband. Husband can never become man. Why? He is already a man. He doesn't have to become. We don't have to become divine. We are. But the divinity of the man is covered because he became husband. In the same manner, don't become anybody, just be. And that just being is remain as nobody. Play this. Wherever you are sitting comfortable, play this. What it is like being nobody. One day, by God's grace, you will discover somebody is always miserable and nobody is always happy. This is discovery of the self. We don't have to become divine. No. Do meditation, then the Kundalini is awakened, and then something goes up, garam, gas trouble, and then it comes to the throat, and then it is a cough. Then it comes to in between the eyebrows, it is a headache. Friends, remember one simple principle of life. Any experience which begins, remains, modifies, ends is a trick of the mind. Waking experience is by the intellect, logic, reason. Dream experience is by the mind, chaos, confusion. Deep sleep experience is by the ahankar, mana buddhi chitta ahankar, antakaran chatushtay. So, the deep sleep experience is by ahankar. Ahankar is not ego. Ahankar is the principle because of which the five elements remain integrated in the form of body. And therefore, in the deep sleep, the hair grow, the nail grow, digestion continues, everything continues. It is experienced by or held by the ahankar. And samadhi is by the chitta, memory bank. But in and through all of them, there is a common denominator. Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha. I am the very core of everything. What is everything? Matta, Smriti, Jnanam, Apohanancha. I alone support waking, dream, deep sleep and samadhi. And therefore, Sarvaihi Vedaihi Ahameva Vidya. Therefore, the purpose of every study is only to know our essential nature. See, friends. So we have to discover it. Nobody can do it for us. If I have got some heavy load on my back, I can give to somebody. Somebody can share. If I have got some debts, somebody can pay on my behalf. If I have got a disease, somebody cannot take medicine for me. If I have to walk spiritual path, there is no proxy on this path. We have to live our life, we have to die our death, we have to work on our spiritual plane. Nobody can do this. Slowly, steadily, we start becoming self-oriented. Presently, we are not self-oriented, we are selfish. Selfish is pertaining to individuality. Self-orientation is pertaining to the ultimate reality. This is how we have to discover our essential nature. And how do we know whether we are fulfilled or not? Bhagavan Krishna says, Iti Guhyatamam Shastra. So there are three Shastra. Guhya Shastra, Guhyatara Shastra and Guhyatama Shastra. Guhya Shastra is the world. How to live in this world, how to fulfill our duties. Guhya Shastra, Karma Kanda. Guhyatara Shastra is Upasana. We should do the puja, puthi, do the japa, everything. Guhyatara Shastra. Guhyatama Shastra, who am I? So what is told in Bhagavad Gita, whether it is the creation or spiritual practice or the jiva or the soul or the God realization, all of them ultimately boils down to this. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram idam uktam maya anagha. Hey Anagha, O sinless Arjun, whatever was told by me, etad buddhva, not krutva. You don't have to do anything. Change your focal length. The truth is revealed. See, friend, etad buddhva buddhiman syad. Then we have lived our life as an ideal seeker of truth. And how do we know that? Ultimately, etad buddhva buddhiman syad kruta krutyascha bharata. We discover fulfillment in life. There are no loose ends left. I should have done that. No, I had to do this thing. I had to do that thing. I think I should make my will. But in my will, I feel afraid, making the will. Suppose while making the will, I die. What will See, friends. Krutagrutyascha bharata. Life is fulfilled. When the death comes, we can shout at her, why are you late? That fulfillment in life is indicated by God realization, self-realization. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.